What's up, Steam? This is Luke Stokes, your witness. As you can see, I have green glowing hair. I'm still figuring out the green backdrop here in my little in-room studio I've got going on in my bedroom. But I'll figure it out eventually. I've got some light boxes set up. I'll do a post about it explaining it in a while. But the point of this video is to let everybody know on Steem and all the awesome applications built on top of the Steem blockchain what actually happened with the freezing of the chain yesterday. So I'm in Central Standard Time. That was around 7 p.m. I got 3 different text messages on my phone here letting me know that my main producing node was down, my backup producing node was down, and my seed node was down. And that's a bad thing. Those are geographically dispersed servers, so if they're all having a problem at the same time, I had a hunch there was something serious going on. Quickly jumped into the Steem Dev Slack and also the witness channel on Steem Chat and said, hey guys, we got something going on. And a bunch of other people, a bunch of other witnesses jumped in and said, yeah, we're seeing it too. We got to figure out what's going on. I reached out to Andrarchy, the head of communications for Steemit, and he said, yeah, it's all hands on deck. We know what's going on. And I recommended he send out a tweet. I'm really glad he did. It was fantastic, helping people know that at no point in time were the funds at risk, at no point in time were accounts at risk. Essentially what happened was there was an operation, a transaction that was put into the blockchain that shouldn't have been there. And so when that operation was executed 7 days later, the blockchain was like, nope, not going to do that. We got a bug. We got a problem. And so that transaction should never have been allowed. There should have been a pre-check to prevent it, but software is buggy. I've been doing software since 1996. It's never perfect. It's just the way it is. So thankfully, when we do encounter unintended situations, when we do have a bug, you want to always make sure that the result of that is something safe. So the chain freezing was fantastic. That's actually a good thing. It means consensus was lost between the delegated proof of stake block producer witnesses, and we get to pause and look at the chain and figure out what's going on. And so that was a great thing. It's a bummer to have the websites be down. There's so many great websites, Steemit, Busy, DLive. I mean, I could go on and on with all the incredible tools that are being built on top of the Steem blockchain. I'm very, very proud to be a part of this. And so it's a bummer to have all of our sites down. Not cool, but it's a good thing to protect our funds and protect our accounts and to improve the blockchain. So the Steemit Incorporated team did a great job of figuring out exactly what the issue was, testing and preparing a patch for all the block producers to roll out. So that's what we did. And we actually coordinated across all different time zones all over the world, all the main block producers coming together to say, hey guys, Steemit's working on a patch. Let's start contacting people so we can roll this out when it's our turn to do it. And man, the stories, I mean, some people are on planes, some people in the hospital with their kids, some people are having allergic reactions. I mean, it was just, there's people from all over the world, some people on their cell phones connecting. It was really amazing to see the witnesses and the block producers come together like they did. I was very impressed with our community. I was very impressed with our team of block producers. Everybody stepped up to do their job and to validate the code change, to think it through as far as any further security complications or concerns, and then to recompile, restart, and roll out. And unfortunately, too, I'd say probably half or more of the nodes end up having to do a full replay where the other half didn't. So I was up till 1, 2, 3 in the morning thinking I was good. And I go to launch my node and both my block producer and my block producer backup both said, sorry, you got to do a replay. And a replay is just the worst. That means you have to process through the entire blockchain from scratch. It takes many, many hours. My seed node was fine for some reason. And that's about how it was. About half the witnesses had to do a replay unexpectedly and the other half didn't. I've yet to hear why that was. There was Marky Mark talked about a potential reason. It might be a bug, a certain flag that you change anyway, may force a replay. But yeah, it was very interesting as to who had to do a replay and who didn't. But the end result was very little sleep. I was setting alarms on my phone, sleeping on the couch, waking up every hour to check, is the sync done yet? Nope. All right, I'm going to get a little more sleep. And so I don't know, I got an hour or two, spread out throughout the night. But it was very exciting, very, very interesting. It was very cool to know that what we're doing is important as block producers. And so it's been a little while since I did a witness update. I want to make sure that you all know that I'm actively involved in these kind of things. I'm always working with the other witnesses to figure things out and improve the Steem blockchain as best I can. I've posted some things about that recently as well. But I want you to know that you have a pretty solid group of block producers on the Steem blockchain. They really care about this system and they are working hard to secure it. and to respond quickly to any issues that come up. And I'm really proud to be part of this community. It's pretty awesome. So yes, I am on the latest now, 19.5, 0.19.5. I've updated. My backup producer is still actually syncing. That will be up very shortly. But it was, even after I synced for hours and hours and hours, it had another issue restarting again. So these are the kind of things that witnesses deal with. Those who have the experience doing this understand this well. And also too, I wanted to make a comment about the missed blocks. In the past, that's been kind of an easy metric that a lot of people like to use to say, oh, look, I haven't missed any blocks. I'm a good witness. And I can remember hearing from some old original gangster STEAM witnesses that are like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. That just means you don't have any battle scars yet. You haven't gone through it yet. And so it's kind of interesting to see the top 20 witnesses, you know, a lot of them got 200, 300, 400, sometimes more missed blocks in this event. And it's, you know, it's unfortunate. I was pretty proud of my missed blocks. I think I was at 19 for a long time, and then I missed a couple and was at 21, and I was feeling pretty good about that for a year of being a witness, and now I'm, you know, up over 400. But it's a point I wanted to make to say that that is not a great metric. You know, those who weren't involved in what was going on last night, you know, maybe weren't affected at all because they weren't consensus witnesses. They weren't being asked to produce a block every 3 seconds or every 63 seconds. So it's just something I want to mention. The missed blocks metric is not necessarily an indication of how on top of it a witness is as far as managing their servers. But all that being said, again, I just wanted to let people know I'm proud of our community. I'm proud of the witnesses. Also, I jumped into the Discord Slack and the Discord. I jumped into Minna Support Project and MSP Waves and also Steam Speak, and just hearing people talk there, I was very impressed. You know, there was a little bit of FUD, but not too much. Most people were just kind of wanting to know the facts, wanting to know the details, wanting to know what's going on. And so I really appreciate, again, Steemit Incorporated sending out that tweet to let people know what was going on, and also the community for responding rationally and being patient and recognizing, okay, it'll probably be fixed in a little while. So again, we have a pretty awesome community. I think we handled that very well. Hopefully all the different exchanges will update as soon as they're able, and everything will be running fine, just as always. So thanks again. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know, and I'd be happy to answer them if I can. Have a good one. Oh, also, I should give a plug for my witness, I guess. If you want to vote for me as witness, it's lukestokes.mhth, and that stands for More Human Than Human, with a nod to the movie Blade Runner. You know, this is my automated personality, essentially. It's the account running my block producing nodes. So that's lukestokes.mhth if you want to vote for me for witness. And thank you very much. I do appreciate it. All right, have a good one. Take care.